Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. I want to show y'all how to figure out some of the choosing signals, what they are. This is going to be part one. I'm going to have to come back with the notes on this because y'all know I'm moving right now. And I could give you some tips and pointers that the choosing signals haven't changed with women. They haven't changed. The only difference now, I would say, is you got to figure out who's gassing you and who is really trying to give you some hints. Okay, so let's begin. Second look. Anytime you look at a woman, man, I gotta sneeze. I hope I don't do it. No. Excuse me. Oh man, that's a bad time for her. I ain't starting over though. Y'all deal with it. Anytime she gives you a second look, or let's say you notice her, you look at her, she notices you back. You can pretty much tell by the body language if that's a choosing signal or that's just her looking at you because you looked at her. Now, third look, automatic choosing signal. Like, okay, if y'all look at each other and you look back and you notice that it's not like a look like, why you looking at me? Because you got to be able to tell the difference in why you looking at me. And I hope he come trying to talk to me. You got to be able to tell the difference between that. Because the main choosing signal is that second look. And the third look, they basically saying, come here, please, without saying it. Most women, they don't feel womanly if they approach you, even though they hope that you approach them. And it's always been like that. I know y'all younger dudes, y'all want to act like y'all know everything. Oh, game don't work no more. Yes, it do. Game don't work the same, but it still work. So that third, like, let's say y'all in the store. Y'all look at each other. Y'all may speak or whatever. And she goes out to her car. And you notice that she's still looking at you. That's an obvious one, man. Like, because if she was mad at you, she wouldn't be doing it. Like, that aggressive looking is a choosing signal. Another choosing signal is when you strongly able to engage in conversation. Like, it's a certain feeling. I can't explain it to you. You got to get used to it. When somebody is choosing you, but they not going to come out and tell you they choosing you, when you talk to them, like, you just know it. Like, or I just know it. So when you are able to connect with a person in conversation, that is possibly a choosing signal. It's just up to you to find out. Like, you're not gonna always be, accurate. But if you learn these choosing signals, the aggressive look, being able to engage in conversation, she's still sitting there talking to you instead of trying to leave or trying to make up an excuse to leave. Most women, their body language alone will tell you. But some of them are silly like that. They will play games. So the look, the being able to engage in conversation, and it's a certain feeling you got to get used to. Like, you be like, yeah, I could get her. I was always right. I was always right. Like, with that one, I always be right. Like guys be looking like, you be like, I could get her if I wanted her. And they be looking like, you think you can get her? Yes. Yes. So, y'all dudes, again, understand, man. Gray hair means nothing. Some fat dudes gonna get women. Like, I got one of my main guys. It's just Like he's a big guy. Like he's what people would call fat. Man, that dude, he never had a problem. Never. And one of the main reasons, because when they rejected him, he didn't take it personal. He just went to somebody else. So when you go up to them and they act as if they're happy you came up to them, that is a choosing signal. So you can either, after that, you can get right to the point, like, hey, I know you having a good time. Let's say you out and about somewhere. Like, why don't I just call you later? And we'll talk when nobody around or something like that. Oh, I got a boyfriend. Okay, well, that should be the end of it. Don't stop trying to get with girl. Talking about, well, can I put in an application to be a friend? No, chump. Why you trying to do that? Why don't you just go down to any local boxing center if you want to box? Instead of trying to box these guys out here and possibly getting shot. So when you come up to them and they act like they happy that you came up to them, that's your cue. Shoot. You may hit it, you may not hit the shot. Who cares? Like, they're just women. Like, why y'all be so worried, man? Shoot. Like they say, you ain't gonna miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And when you in the game, it should be treated like basketball. Like, either you gonna shoot or you gonna pass. But if you in the game, you should be touching the ball. Like, not the ball, not the same balls that you got. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. So, okay, let's go back to the beginning. The aggressive look, she keep looking at you. You catching her looking at you. Again, understand that sometimes they play games. Or sometimes they be like, remember the girl on the video, Ringo put the video up. She really liked the guy until she saw he was a working dude. See, he had his clothes and stuff, he was dressed urban. So she thought he was a street dude. She found out he was a working dude, she ain't like him. So sometimes they do change their mind, but don't worry about that, man. If the aggressive look is a cue, that's a cue. You go up to them and they're acting like they're glad you came up to them. That's a cue. See, cues are possible shots. Like, it's possibilities of taking your shot and making your shot. That's what you got to realize. But some dudes, they just want every girl to come up to them. Hey, look at my car. Look, I got muscle. They ain't gonna never work like that. And you should be aware of any woman that's overly aggressive. She could be trying to get revenge on men. Well, he gave me the herp, so I'm gonna give it to everybody else. So be careful with them aggressive girls. Like, they dudes going all the way across the world for that. Man, you need to learn choosing signal. You need to learn choosing signal. We'll pick back up because I'm almost to my destination. So we'll just call this part 1 of you learning choosing signal. Like, if you see a girl you like, just kind of try to, don't stare at her like you a rapist. Just kind of look at her, trying to, just a little bit, see if she noticed, and then see how she responds. Because that's like one of the better choosing signals. Like, and sometimes even just like if you kind of like close but not too close, just kind of wave it. Like, say hello. Like, say hi to her. Because some of them, they might, okay, she do that? That's rejection. Next, go get your pookie. Go get your pookie at the barbecue. But anyway, thanks for watching. We will be back with more videos.